Love Island, fucking dumb. But then Celeste was like, watch it and feel better about yourself.
Because at least you're not like that.
I took a shit in a girl's purse at a high school party and she never found out. Do I feel bad now? No.
I've been like fucking up like that. Like there's letters and 2 words and I'll mix them. And it's been happening a lot more recently. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah, she did it.
Do I have a brain tumor or something?
I don't.
Like,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hits Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister Sofia. This is our podcast. It's called the Hits Podcast. HTS.
I do that every time.
You do that every time?
Every single time.
I never noticed it on the footage.
Every single time.
I never put it on there.
Go to the...
She always does.
Know.
She does this.
This Sofia.
But I never see that shit.
No, I do it every time.
Oh, stop doing that. You look dumb.
I know.
It looks like some Camp Rock shit. You know
I know.
No, I don't want to look like Camp Rock.
You're not looking like
Welcome back to the Hits Podcast, special edition episode. We're both back home.
Yep.
In Texas.
I did that one.
So we're here together. Anyways, no specific theme today. Didn't plan it out. Been a busy week, but I have like 6 stories piled up that I haven't told over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm going to tell them.
And I have one story to tell.
Because she's a slacker. Anyway.
What?
No, I was going to say some shit, but you were going to cry for real.
You didn't say bless you.
I don't give a shit. Anyways. Ooh, which one should we talk about?
Yo, mama.
Stop looking, stupid ass. Okay. So we're hanging out. Oh, today's Celeste's birthday. Have you said anything?
Yes, have you not?
No, I haven't texted her,
Oh
but I'll tell her in person.
That's our sister.
I never text anybody on their birthday. I tell them in person or I call them. Speaking of
bad
Celeste,
brother.
we should just tell a bunch of stories about her today because it's her day, you know? Anyways, I was on the phone with her the other day. We were hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Or we were just talking because I live in California. She lives here in Texas. So we were talking about this and that and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was talking about, I think it was Love Island or it was like some reality TV show because she watches reality TV.
Probably Love Island or Mama's Boy.
Or Mama's Boy. It was probably Mama's Boy. We were talking about Mama's Boy.
I was watching it with her yesterday. That show's crazy, guys.
So they were talking about Mama's Boy. It's about Mama's Boys. And everybody in my family likes to act like I'm a Mama's Boy. I'm not. I just don't hate my mom, right? Like, take a typical 26-year-old male and his relationship with his mother, and it's a lot of like, ugh, why do you have to talk to me and act like I'm your son? Like, it's just not that, right? So they were watching Mama's Boy, where these motherfuckers are crazy.
They're
right?
crazy. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you one of the things. There's one of them, this dude has a girlfriend, right? A fiance, actually. They're getting married. And so they're practicing, like, at a fucking, like, actual, like, dance studio thing. Like, the mother-son, like, dance. And he goes into the thing, it's like the first day, and the dude's like, what are you trying to, like, what vibe are you going for, basically? And he was like, oh, like, I want it to be sexy, sensual, flirty, like, thing. And the dude kind of laughs, like, oh, like, thinking he's joking. He's not joking. And, like, they're showing them, like, dancing, and he's like, yeah, like, I'm just gonna grab her hips, and, like, and then he, like, aggressively, like, pulls them, and then they're, like, grinding. He's like, yeah, mom, like, grind on me, and then she, like, starts grinding. It's crazy. So
they were watching that show.
Yeah.
Because, again, everybody likes to say that I'm a Mom's Boy. And then
not like that.
She was telling us that whole story. She was telling me all these stories about the show and all the shit that they do, and the mom does this, and there's this one where the mom does that, crazy. And the chick is like this, and the whatever the fuck.
Like,
right?
There's this one where
and
the mom.
Shut up! You already told the story.
Just one more. It's really quick. There's this one where the mom, like, this dude has a girlfriend, right? And the mom doesn't like her, and so, like, she'll bring, like, a date on their date and tell the girl, like, oh, it's a blind date, and, like, they're supposed to just the 3 of them go out for lunch, and then she goes and she's like, here, so you guys can go on a date. And then the girl that's supposed to, like, the blind date chick is like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know you had a girlfriend. And it's like, it's a whole thing. So the boy and his girlfriend invite the mom out for dinner. And then the mom shows up with another bitch. Yeah.
Not the girlfriend.
Trying to set the son up.
The son up because she's like, I don't like your girlfriend. This bitch is whack.
Yeah.
I found a new one.
Yeah.
Anyways. So we were talking about the show. And I was like, yeah, bitches are crazy. And sometimes they're moms, right? And then she was like, see, so you're welcome.
For not being that crazy.
Because, no, Celeste is telling me this.
Oh.
See, if you would shut up, you'd actually know what I'm talking about. My sister's telling me this. She's like, you're welcome. I'm showing this shit to mom. So I could be like, see, mom, don't do that. Or don't even think about doing this. Or don't even think about doing that. Because this is what crazy ladies on TV do. Like there's one
and
of
here's
them.
a whole show.
There's one of them.
Crazy ladies.
There's one of them where the son is already like 24 and the mom still runs his finances and like all of his bank accounts are still in her name. She controls all of his cards. He'll go out on a date with his girlfriend and she'll freeze his cards. And she's like, fuck you. I don't like that bitch. I don't want you spending money on her. That type of shit. And so she's like, Mom, these are all the things that you're not going to ever do and don't even think about doing it. All right?
It's crazy.
And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, good job. And she was like, see, I got your back. She's all telling me, right?
I got
And
you.
I'm like, you guys are stupid. Everybody that likes to call me a mama's boy doesn't understand that the main reason I'm not truly a mama's boy is because of me. Not because of mom, but because I actually have the fucking balls to be like, no, you're not going to do that. Or no, I don't want you to do that. Or no, that's too far. Or no, like, I'm not afraid to butt heads with her. You know what I mean? And Big O, and she was telling me about how our dad was saying, he's like, no, it's because Oscar's the one that fucking tells you not to fuck off. But like, Oscar will tell you when you're doing too much or when he's not okay with what you're doing. And I was like, oh shit, look at Big O, give me my credit for what I'm doing. Isn't that crazy? Anyways. So she was all telling me this shit and she was like, yeah. So like, see, I'm looking out. And I was like, yeah, I need to make sure every girl I date watches that show. Because I don't need no bitch telling me I'm a mama's boy when I'm fucking not. You know what I mean?
You're like, have you seen the show?
No, yeah. Like here, you're going to watch, you're going to know what a fucking mama's boy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then Celeste was like, yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Are you really doing your hair in the middle of the podcast?
No, I'm just playing with it.
Anyways. Celeste was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And she was like, that's why I watch reality TV. Because, like, it just makes me feel better about myself. With that right there is the whole point that I've been trying to get to with this story. Before Sofia went on 7 minutes of Mama's Boy.
It's crazy.
She was like, that's why reality TV is so great. Because, like, it makes you feel better about yourself. Like, look, this is how fucking crazy and how fucking dumb some people are.
Yeah.
Aren't I so cool and smart?
And not dumb. Yeah.
He said smart, you fucking... And then I was like, yo, that's the best pitch for reality TV I've ever heard. Because I've always hated reality TV. Because I'm like, these people are so fucking stupid. Or it's so fake or scripted. Or they're so toxic or dramatic. Like Love Island, fucking dumb. Dumb show, right?
The drama.
And I hate the drama. It stresses me out. I'm like, why do I get emotionally invested in these strangers and their made up fake lives? This is dumb, right? But then Celeste was like,
that's the point.
Just no. She's like, watch it and feel better about yourself.
Because at least you're not like that.
And I was like, yo, that's not a bad idea. I don't think it's a healthy way of going about feeling better about yourself. But you need to pick me up. If you need to pick me up, right? If your girlfriend's calling you mama's boy, watch Mama's Boy. Make her watch it with you.
Be like, this is a mom's boy. Yeah.
That was story one. Stop looking at my stories. I was like, I was gonna do it faster, but then I was like, oh, that would have been. I would have run the risk of actually.
Did you see how I looked though?
No. Oh, you went like this?
No. I was like,
oh,
like all stupid.
I didn't see. I also saw this one thing. I think. Okay, this is how I'm gonna introduce it. I think this is the single greatest comment I've ever seen anywhere
in his life,
in my life,
and his past life.
It wasn't on our post, but it's still amazing. You know who Claro is?
No.
I thought you were gonna say yes. Anyways, Claro is a singer.
Okay.
She's an artist, but she's like an indie girl artist, and like all the bedroom pop indie girlies listen to her.
Okay.
I know I just called her pop. Don't get mad at me. But as far as indie artists go, she's pretty fucking popular. So anyways, I saw a video on YouTube where they're asking her, they're like, what are some of the cringiest lyrics you've ever written? Like when you look back on them, ugh, gross. I don't even know what she said. But she was like, this one song, I say this, cringe, gross, right? I have a bad habit of reading the comments just to see what people have to say. This is word for word a comment on that video where she said, I don't like these lyrics from this song anymore because I think they're cringe. Some guy goes, music is purely about context. What was good then is bad now. Who cares? I took a shit in a girl's purse at a high school party and she never found out. Do I feel bad now? No. Anyway, cool video.
What?
I screenshotted the comment so I can put it on here. It was fucking
What?
amazing. It was amazing when I
What?
saw it. Because you like in the first half, he's cooking
like,
a little
yeah,
bit. Like
yeah,
he's really
like-
getting somewhere, right?
Like, you almost had me.
Music is purely about context. You expect him to go somewhere of like, that's where you were in your life. Don't be ashamed of it. That's how you felt. Whatever, right? Even
Yeah.
if you shouldn't have felt that way, even if it was unreasonable, even if you were being dramatic, that's still how you felt. You let it be known. You owned and like expressed those feelings.
That's how
moved past it. That's how you
That's
grow.
growth. Yeah. Like
That's
if,
what you're expecting out of this comment.
if you feel embarrassed about things that you used to do or you
it's
have
because you
done,
were trying new things.
it's because you've grown since then.
Yeah. And you were trying new things, right? And then he just fucking
Hard right. Hard like yeah.
but he didn't even tie it back.
Yeah.
So, like
I guess just without the context is what he's saying.
I took a shit in a girl's purse at a high school party and she never found out. Do I feel bad now? No.
The fact that he doesn't feel remorse.
Anyway, cool video.
Well, thanks for the support.
It's
I guess
amazing.
it's like how do you respond to that? Like as her, you know?
That's so funny. Well, she didn't post it. It was like a
like a
whatever
fan account type
whatever
thing?
company interviewed her. And then
Oh,
posted the
like it
reel
feels
or-
like BuzzFeed. Or
But
something
even
like
then,
that.
all of that shit gets reposted and clipped and whatever.
It's crazy.
It was so funny. It was so funny. I've been holding on to that one for like 3 weeks. It was amazing. Did I tell you? Fuck, I already told you
Yeah, you already told me.
about Nate and the nutmeg,
Remind me?
the cinnamon and the shake.
Oh yeah.
Fuck! I
Yeah.
wrote that down. I told you the whole story.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh yeah, you dummy.
I don't have that many stories
You're-
anymore.
you're
I'll tell
not
you
a-
guys.
You're not a smart person anymore.
This is how I know I'm old, right? Because people my age constantly don't know shit
Ah.
that I know. And I constantly don't know shit that they know. But it's
What
like,
does 67 mean?
first of all, it's not 67, it's 67. Second of all, I have
Ew.
no fucking idea.
That was a test.
And okay, so see, I know a little bit. No, I have no idea what 6'7" is. Like I'm so oblivious to all the memes and trends and shit because like I don't know, a lot of times they're just dumb or like I'm just not keeping up with whatever the fuck is like starting the trend. Or like I don't go on TikTok like ever. Anyways, let me tell you guys.
Let me tell you something.
This is how I knew I was old. I was cooking and I ran out of onion powder.
And he took a squat and his knees popped and hurted it.
No, my knees pop when I get up, not when I squat down.
He's old.
I was cooking and I ran out of onion powder. So I started looking at my spices and shit to see what else I could put in the ground beef.
Do you have a spice rack?
It's built into the apartment. Like it's one of the cabinet. It's
If-
one of the cabinet racks.
If it wasn't, would you have a spice rack?
Of course.
Old.
Not like a lazy Susan. No, I don't think I'd have one. I don't think I'd have a lazy Susan because I don't have that much shit, so I would just have it there. So I was looking at what spices I have to see what I could do. I noticed that I had cinnamon, and then I was like, "Why the fuck do I have cinnamon in here?" Because I don't buy shit unless I'm going to use it, and the cinnamon was clearly full and still sealed, so I hadn't used it. So why did I have it? Why did I buy it if I wasn't going to use it? I don't fucking know. But I've been making protein shakes every day, where I have like protein and oats and Greek yogurt and water and fruit and like blackberries and raspberries. So then I was like, oh, let me put some of this cinnamon in there. Because if you make oatmeal with water and you put a little bit of milk and then you put like chocolate protein powder to make it chocolatey and proteiny, and then you put berries on there, that makes perfect sense. Nobody would bat an eye if you also put cinnamon. The shake is basically all the same shit, right? The yogurt and the water, my head, close enough to milk. All the rest of the shit's the same. Flavor palette wise, the cinnamon should make sense, right? I'm telling this story to my mom on the phone, and my friend who's my age, who works with her, like we met through her because they became coworkers because they're real estate agents. She was his mentor anyways.
They're best
He's my
buds
age.
now.
He's my age, and he's like a family friend. He was there too, and I'm telling both of them the story. And I was like, and so the next day, I made my protein shake that I make, and I put cinnamon in there, and I put like a good amount, and then I blended it up, and then I tried it, and the shit was delicious. And the first thought I had was, ooh,
I should.
I should put nutmeg in here too. If you're young and cool, you just thought to yourself,
What's nutmeg?
what the fuck is nutmeg?
That's what I thought when he first told the story.
Because my friend, who's my age, who's there with my mom, he immediately was like,
What's
what the
nut?
fuck is nutmeg? And me and my mom started laughing our asses off because we're both middle-aged ladies on the inside, and we know what nutmeg is, and we know why that makes sense. And I'm not going to explain it to you if you don't know. But then I was like, exactly, bro. I'm not supposed to know that. I'm not supposed to know what it is. I'm not supposed to know that if this shit is good with cinnamon, it'll probably go good with nutmeg too. What the fuck? And then I was like, you know what the worst part is? I already have nutmeg in my spice rack. It was right next to the fucking cinnamon. I still don't know why I bought either of them because they were both sealed. So I like again, I don't buy shit unless I'm gonna use it.
You don't remember why?
So I don't remember why I
Maybe
had
mom
them.
bought them. He just snuck them in there.
Longer story.
He doesn't.
I started putting both the cinnamon and the nutmeg in the shake. It's delicious.
I don't.
You should try it.
My bad. No, recently I've been eating like egg muffins, where like you put egg, cottage cheese, salt, pepper. I put spinach. You put your own vegetables. I like putting spinach and
Sweet Popeye.
And anyways, and jamon in there, and then you bake it, and then like it's just like a little thing, and then you put it in the fridge, and then you like heat it up.
What was the point of that though?
Because you said you should try it, and I was like, no, right now my morning breakfast thingy is that.
I don't have it for breakfast though.
Oh, when do you have it?
I didn't say breakfast.
Oh, I assumed.
Anyway, Sofia.
Anyway.
Nobody wants to hear your boring cooking stories.
Kinda
so yeah,
rude,
so I'm kind of
rude.
old.
How many more do you have?
I have one. This one's fucking weird though.
Do you want me to tell my story and then you tell your story then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I have a racist work story.
So the other day, guys.
The other day. This one actually racist. Not like a I'm racist, but there's an argument to be made. Like, no, like this one. Like, I don't know what argument could be made, right? So how's that work? Right? And there's like I have a lot of coworkers, and sometimes like I'll still be meeting new people, you know what I mean? Or there's people that I don't really work with a whole bunch just because like there's different sites like I'll rotate through. So I was at a site that I don't typically rotate through, and then I had one of my coworkers, and she was saying how she's like she has a wedding coming up and she's gonna go travel somewhere in Mexico to it, but she was worried because there was a post recently about like people threatening what's it called, like tourists are like stop coming here, like, and then there was a picture and it was like all threatening, and then like her bridesmaid were like, oh, like maybe we shouldn't go, like that's scary, like and she's like, man, fuck it, it's fine, like, you know what I mean? And so they're talking about that, and then we're saying, and like I'm like, like no, it's fine because they're going to an all-inclusive resort, and I'm like, it's fine, like go to the resort, just stay within the resort and you'll be good, like don't be going to any like other places and you'll be good, like you'll be fine, you know? And then other people were like agreeing and like, yeah, like that's true. And then there was this one coworker of mine, Oscar, come in.
I'm going, sorry. It's because I realized I was touching my face and I was touching the dogs earlier, and like I didn't wash my hands or anything, and then my face was feeling dirty.
And you were yelling at me for freaking braiding my hair. You leave the whole thing. Anyways, so I was like, just go to the resort. It's fine. Anyways, you're annoying. Just go to the resort. Stay within the resort. You'll be fine. Just don't be going to like any shady places. You know what I mean? Just because like anywhere you go, there's a shady place. Just don't go to those places, you know? And she's like, yeah.
Like trees? Don't go near them.
Yeah. No, don't go under them, stupid. Anyways, I was like, it'll be fine, right? And then one of my other coworkers were like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, that's a little, like I kind of wouldn't
Scary.
go there. Yeah, and she's like, honestly, like, I wouldn't even go to a border city. Like, that's dangerous. And the thing is, we haven't made this clear. We're from El Paso, which is a border city.
In Texas.
In Texas.
Between Texas and Mexico.
Between Texas and Mexico, right? And this person, like, I don't work with this person, like, a whole bunch, right? And then there was someone else that did know me more. And so that person who made the comment didn't know that I was from here. Not that that makes it any better or not. But one of my friends that I had just happened to be working kind of looked at me like,
ooh, you...
No, like, did she just say that? Like, no. Oh, for like kind of trying to gauge my reaction. And like, I was just like, oh. And then we have like a common workspace, and we have like individual rooms that we like go to. And I was just like, I'm done in the common workspace. Like, and then I just like went, but I was just like, did this bitch just say that? Like, did she really just say like I wouldn't go to a border city? Like,
that's the problem, and that's the thing. Like, we don't get into politics here, but I swear, the people that are most concerned with the border and the security of the border are the people that don't live anywhere near it and aren't actually dealing with any of the problems of an open border. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's all these people in the Midwest and the South and whatever the fucking, it's like, you motherfuckers don't know shit about the border or the fucking quality of life or where people are going and what they're doing. Like,
and the thing is, and Bugashka was saying, and I haven't fact checked this myself, but he's been saying like El Paso is like kind of known to be like one of the. It's been like ranked one of the safest cities. Like
It's for its size, because obviously smaller towns, bigger cities are more dangerous than the small towns, right? So the size of El Paso, the ratio between size and actual crime rate is really low, or really high, I guess, because size is first. So like for example, if you compare it to like Albuquerque, New Mexico, which more people have heard of, they're similar sizes, similar populations, but Albuquerque has a way higher crime rate, and it's like people don't know what they're talking about. Or like a few years ago, remember when they were gonna do some shit? I don't remember what the fuck it was. It was like a Trump rally or some shit, but they were gonna come to El Paso, and Trump was like, he kept painting El Paso as like, yeah, this crime-ridden fucking border city with all these fucking Mexicans, and like we've had to get it under control in the last few decades, and blah 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 blah, and like we fixed that place up, whatever the fuck. And then everybody was like, motherfucker, you've never been here. And then when they had the shit here, even the local news was reporting, they're like, yeah, he kept saying that, it's super dangerous and there's a bunch of criminals, but like if you look at all the FBI data and all the records and all the this and that, like it's just not true. Whatever. And like, but it's the type of thing where, like, again, unless you've lived here, people are stupid enough to just have their sort of hunches or their beliefs, and they're just married to them, and it's like you just feel that way.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually proving anything. Yeah.
But anyways, coworker, if you're seeing this,
fuck you.
Fuck you. You're stupid. Anyways, with this, I really wanted to just like, but he was.
Why you get all over the mic and shit?
That's why I didn't. But like. And
then we get flagged on YouTube for having a wet T-shirt and all this shit. So what else do I have? Oh. I don't even want to tell this story. I don't think I should, but I'm gonna. Because this is my life. Anyways, I was flying from LA to Texas the other day. I had a layover in Phoenix. And I don't eat the snacks on the plane because they kind of suck. And
I like the cookies.
But then in the layover, like we were gonna go out to eat, but I'm on a diet. So then I ate like one solid meal in the morning. And then I wasn't gonna eat until we went out to eat when I got here. But then I was like, let me get a little something, a little snack or whatever, because it's still like another 3 hours till we eat. So I bought high chews, and I bought little granola clusters, right? At Sky Harbor in Phoenix. Okay. Both expensive, but I was like, fuck it. I'm going to pretend that I don't care and that this isn't going to hurt my wallet a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just going to like be fancy, right? And then I went to the gate, and then I was like looking for somewhere to sit at the gate because people are annoying as fuck, and they'll sit. And then they'll put their bag in front of the chair next to them, and nobody's even coming to sit there. They just don't want you near them. You know what I mean? Or they'll be sitting and they'll put their bags on the seat. So then I was looking for somewhere to sit in, and especially like now that most of the time I'm traveling by myself, I'll sit in those seats, and I'm like, fuck you. I'll sit in between two strangers. Like, I don't give a shit. I'd rather sit down. So then I was looking for somewhere to sit, and there's a bunch of people covering up their seats and this and that, whatever. And there was this one row where it was 4 seats. And there was some lady in this seat on one end, and there was a girl on this end. And she was like maybe like 10 years old. And there was no one in between, and there were no bags or anything in between. And so then I was like, who's this girl with? Yeah. Because the lady wasn't next to her, and there wasn't necessarily anyone in front of her, like directly in front of her, facing her, that she was like talking to or anything, right? Yeah. And I was like, I don't fucking know. And I was like, I'll sit on one of those. But the lady did kind of have a bag that was sort of kind of like in the way. So then I was like, which side do I sit on? Yeah. Do I sit next to the child, or do I sit next to the lady who may or may not fucking move her bag or this, or fucking give me a face or whatever? And I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't want to think about this. So I just sat next to the kid. But I like scooched over, and I was like on my computer and like doing shit. Like I didn't even look at her, right? And then I was like, and this is the thing about, and I didn't know this was going to be a thing when I was growing up. Everything has become so like, everybody points the finger at everybody for everything, right? Especially if you're a grown dude. Not especially. One of the areas is if you're a grown dude and you're in any way, shape, or form involved with a child that isn't yours. All of a sudden, everything is a problem, right? Like if I just see a kid and I'm like, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? People will be like, what the fuck are you talking to him for? You know what I mean? And I can't just be friendly and just be like, have a good day, you know? Yeah. So then I'm like, fuck, I'm sitting right next to this kid. This is weird. I don't think it's weird. I'm just sitting down. I'm not talking to the kid. And it's a girl. And I'm not talking to her. I'm not nothing, right? And I'm like, I wonder if like her mom was
Looking,
like,
thinking.
yeah, like if her mom was like gonna walk up and be like, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, but if she cared that much, why the fuck
why
is
she
that
leaving her
kid?
alone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are stupid. So then I didn't know if anyone was gonna have feel any type of way or like say anything or like kind of look at me weird or this or that. And then I was like, nah, but like I'm friendly. Like I'm not gonna do nothing and I'm not fucking weird. And I was like,
I'm just working.
And I was like, I can be cool and I can be nice. And I was like I'll even be nice and I'll share my candy with her that I just bought.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do not offer this girl a candy.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
Like, and I was like, oh my God, no, don't do that. But because in my head, I was trying to reason, like, how can I, like...
You're not in danger?
Just be nice.
A nice stranger who's just doing...
Like, how can I just be nice? Like, smile or just be like, have a good one. Like...
Yeah, like
fucking just not appear to be a fucking creep. And I thought, I was like, ooh, I just bought candy. Like, that's a nice thing to do. And then I had to like, it was like the fucking like record scratch where it like, and it stops. And I was like, don't fucking do that.
Yeah, no, you fucking.
And then I just had my candy and I opened it and I was like, don't even look at me, little bitch. I'm not giving you anything.
Fucking mind your business. Go ask your mom for candy. No, I'm honestly more concerned with why the hell.
Yeah, I kind of realized that.
Where is your?
I realized that a little later.
Where's the adult? Like,
I realized that a little later. I was like, wait, why the fuck was she just there? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. Unless she was like flying alone, because sometimes kids do that. But even then, I think a flight attendant or someone's supposed to like,
attend. So yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny in my head because I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Like, even when I'm fucking, I'm fucking it up, even when I'm trying not to.
Yeah. Speaking of flying, you've heard this about myself again. I had a shitty ass flying experience. Let me hear. So, listen, guys, listen. It was supposed to be so cute, right? I was going to fly Friday night, get here Friday kind of like at night, like 11 p.m. I was just going to Uber to my mom's place, and she has just like a pin pad in the door, and I know the pin, so I was just gonna go in, and then I was gonna put my luggage just right outside her door, and then I was just gonna go to sleep. You know what I mean? So she's gonna wake up because she wakes up pretty early. She's gonna open the door, see my luggage, and be like, "What? Wait a minute.
Word?
Go to like the guest room, look, and then I'm gonna be there sleeping like a pretty little angel, just like
a princess,
like a princess, and she's gonna be like, hey, baby."
No, she would have fucking chucked your luggage at you like, hey, is this yours? Why did you tell me?
What's it called? She'll be like, my baby. And she'd cry, and it'd be great, right? Wrong. I got there. My flight. Okay, so I worked that day. So let's start from the beginning. I worked that day. I ended up switching shifts. Stop talking to yourself and pay attention. I ended up switching shifts to go to an earlier shift so I can get out earlier, so that I could go and make sure that I get there in time. Because, like, I wasn't sure how, like, the TSA lines were going to be. And, like, I wasn't sure, like, what the, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to get there in time. So I go through the trouble of, like, asking several people with earlier shifts, hey, can you switch? Can you switch? Can you switch? Eventually, someone says yes. I switch, right? Then I go home. I take shit. I look at my cat's, because he has an automatic feeder and water thing. I look at my cat's thing. I see he needs more food. I think he would have been fine with the time that I was here. I didn't want to chance it, right? So then I go to Target, which is like 5 minutes away from me, get cat food, go back, fill up the cat food.
You took the time to do all that?
Yeah. Put the cat food. That's why I wanted to leave earlier so I could do like little things. You know what I mean? Do that. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go. My little alarm to like, hey, get the fuck out of your apartment, because I have an alarm for that, because I will forget time. So I leave, right? And then I'm like, okay. So then I drive to the airport, go through TSA, get there, and I have like 30 minutes still before the flight starts boarding. And I'm like, damn, I haven't eaten dinner. And there's no direct flights from where I am to here. There's always at least one layover. So whenever I fly back home, I always try to get only one layover because it's less likely for things to be delayed, right? But the layover I have, like, it was a big airport. It's the Chicago airport. And it was like literally across the place. So like I wasn't going to have time to get there. Like I had an hour, But with deplaning, walking all the way across the airport, and then boarding, like I wouldn't have enough. I wouldn't have had sufficient time, especially because with the bigger airports like that, usually like the lines to eat are longer. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll just eat here. So then I go. It was like a small ass meal like that. Boneless wings and fries and a water bottle, right? There was like this much fries and this much like boneless wings for $36, Oscar. Expensive as shit. I make good money. I know I make good money. I can make a living. That's expensive ass shit for some shitty ass, and they weren't even great. That's the thing. Like if it tasted like fucking phenomenal, like, but I was just like, whatever. Like I was like, it's okay. I'm gonna be home at the thing, and it'll be fine. Like it's a good day. It's a good day.
The sun is shining.
The sun is shining. The boneless things are there.
I was trying to think of more things.
It'll be great, right? Wrong. Gets time to board. The plane gets here. The captain comes out and he's like, "Hey, Pookies, there's a fucking gas leak in the tank. So we need to get the maintenance people here to figure out if it's a big deal, a little deal, how like major it's gonna be." And he's like, in my experiences, when there's things like that, it can go either way. Like, I'm not sure if it's going to be quick or if it's going to be long, right? So we're like, oh, fuck. So then we're getting delayed. And then I was like, fuck, like, how long do I give it before I have to, like, reroute my thing? You know what I mean? And then it's getting longer, and the captain comes out again, and he's like, "Hey, Pookies, it's a major problem, actually. And we actually don't have the resources to fix it ourselves, so we're calling airline, a bigger airline or air
whoever
thing to come and help, but they're an hour and a half away, so they're gonna drive an hour and a half. Then and they still don't even know what the problem is, so they're gonna come inspect the problem and then see if it's gonna take long, doable. Like if it's doable or if everything's just gonna have to be like changed." So I was like, well, fuck. So then we get into the line, and then I'm there, and then I'm upset, and I'm like, because I already like it's that already I'm gonna miss my next flight, so I have to at least talk, and I have to figure out if I'm willing to stay here like today, see if I can still fly to Chicago, you know what I mean, and then see if I can get a flight back home from Chicago or what's gonna happen there, right? So I talk to the people, and then they're like, well, we could do that, and we can like go and fly you out to fucking so then they changed my thing to keep it here, fly me out to Chicago. Then they're like, we'll pay for your hotel, and then we'll fly you into El Paso like the next day. And the thing is, the next one that they gave me was a 5 a.m. flight, okay, which means I would have had to like leave like earlier. But depending on when this flight got to Chicago, I might not even have enough time, or like I could go to the airport, but like I'd be there like 2 hours maybe to sleep before having to wake up, go through TSA, like, you know what I mean? So it was like, I don't know what to do. And then I started crying because I was frustrated. Because I was like, I don't know what to do. Everything's blowing up in my face. I'm just a girl, and like I don't do these things. Like it was the first time. It was the first time that I booked the flight. I took care of it all myself. Like I didn't ask mom for help. I adulted, and it was blowing up in my face. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
I suck at this.
And then I called mom because I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I was calling mom, and then I was crying, and then she like fucking.
She didn't call you bitch?
No, she didn't call me bitch. And then she was just like, no, it's okay. And like I was like, I guess I'll just like go and like stay the night at the airport or whatever. And she's like, no, Mika, like no, like I think you should. And she was telling me because there was also another flight available at 6 a.m. still in like the place I was flying out of originally. And so she was like, go home, sleep, and then go to that morning flight. And I was like, okay, right? And I'm there, and like during the crying, I was like once I was kind of like, yeah, like calming down a little, and I felt bad for the guy I talked to switch my flights, because like it wasn't his fault. Like I know it's not his fault, and like at the end of the day, it's not really anyone's fault, but I was just frustrated. And so I was there, eyes all puffy and red, like single tears escaping every now and then. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like I know. And like I'm trying to be polite, and so like I'm speaking politely, you know what I mean? And my voice is coming out polite, and then I'm crying still. Like, you know what I mean? And that guy, I felt so bad because he like looks confused a little bit.
Because he's like,
fuck, like, you know. And I was like, and then at some point, like I could hear it in my voice, like it started getting shaky again when we were like talking about the options, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, and like I just had, like I like just looked at the ceiling, and I was just like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm sorry, like I know it's not your fault, like I cry when I'm frustrated. I know it's your fault. It's not your fault. I'm sorry. He's like, no, and like he was really nice about it. Like he sounded worried and confused all at once. He's like, no, like no, yeah, it's fine, and like kind of like nah, kind of thing. And then whatever. And
Bro,
then,
I couldn't do that job.
yeah.
If someone came up to me crying, I'd fucking laugh. I'd be like, or I don't know if I would laugh, but I'd be like, okay, like,
Yeah.
Is this cry worthy? Yeah. Okay. I get
It is
it.
cry
Like,
But you don't know what's going on in people's lives. You know what I mean? You don't know why they're flying back. You don't know. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot, and I was trying extra hard to be. I do that to Cyrus early on, and I'll
okay,
put.
I'm not a fucking cat.
Yeah, you're a bitch. Anyways, because like I feel like people like.
You see how she said that with her chest? Like, she meant that shit.
I feel like people will be like so rude. You know what I mean? Like because they'll take out their frustration. My frustrations come out in tears. Other people's frustration come out in anger towards the TSA. Or no, they weren't TSA, but like, you know what I mean? And I was like, it's not their fault. I'm not trying to like do that. But like, so I was like trying extra to be polite. But anyways, so I'm there, right? Finally, I get back home. I went into work at 6 a.m. Not 6 a.m., sorry, 7 a.m., right? So I've been working. I don't get home till 9 p.m. Okay? My flight was supposed to actually take off at 6 p.m. Okay? And so like I was just there and I was just like, and then like I get home and then like once I got home I realized I was like, I bought boneless wings and fries for $36 fucking dollars for nothing. And I was just like, it's fucking fine. You know what I mean? And I was like, I guess I can see Cyrus again. Pat, like, right? Went to sleep. Went there the next day. First flight takes off, right? We're good. Everything's good. We get there. I get to the second flight in time, right? And there's 2 layovers this time because they didn't only have 1 layover anymore. So I was already worried something was going to happen, right? So second flight, we get there. We board. And I'm like, okay, we're on time. It's great. Hey, Pookies. The brake's broken. Maintenance needs to come and fix it. Apparently, there's 9 brakes on a plane. One of them was messed up. And they're like, yeah, these are typically, like in my experience, these are fixable. We're just not too sure how long it's going to take. Sorry, whatever, right? Hang up.
This is in Chicago?
This one is in Chicago now, yeah. And so I was just like,
can't go home.
And so I was supposed to get home with my new reroute. I was supposed to get home at 12:50, right? And then I missed my next flight because the delay takes too long to fix it. And so then they reroute me. And then I don't get home until 2 p.m. So I was supposed to get home
at midnight.
Friday, 11 p.m. And I don't get home until Saturday, 2 p.m. And then I was extra frustrated because I was just going to take a 6 o'clock one, like a better one that would have gotten me there at 11. But I was like, no, I want to spend the whole day. So in trying to spend the whole Saturday there, I ended up spending even less time than I initially would have, which is also why I was crying because like I was like there was no one to blame
but yourself,
but myself. And even then I don't think I really like
was to blame.
That but it felt like it was.
You're like, this is what I get.
I was like, and it was
I didn't understand why you were getting here at midnight. I was like, you're gonna sleep, like just
like it was to spend like it was the surprise factor with mom, and like we were gonna go get breakfast and I was gonna have chilaquiles with her, and then it didn't happen. But yeah, anyways,
like
that's my side story.
I don't have any of those. I don't have the books.
And I'm just a sensitive girl. I cry over everything. But I'm here now. I'm just hoping tomorrow's flight everything goes smoothly.
It's in the morning, so.
It's in the morning. It's less likely to get all fucked up, but it's gonna suck because then I work on Thursday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I work on Thursday. So if it does get all delayed and stuff, that's gonna be like annoying.
Are we gonna do a Halloween episode? Like, are we gonna dress up as something?
Yeah, we should. What should we dress up as? We should do something either like siblings or like just characters that are two, like not necessarily twins, but like thing 1 and thing 2 type thing. Which are they siblings? I don't know. But like
I would
something.
think.
Last time we did Mabel and Dipper.
Mabel.
That's what I said. Mabel and Dipper.
Maple.
No, I said Mabel.
You said Maple.
I don't believe you.
And you said Dipper. I was Dipper.
He was Dipper. I was Maple.
See, she just said Dibber.
That I did, yeah, I did. No, honestly, I might. Dude, I've been like fucking up like that. Like the first there's letters and 2 words, and I'll mix them. You know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to say like freaking Oscar, I'll say Ariking Fosker. You know what I mean? Or skirt, like just like the first, like I don't know how I do it. Like I don't know how my brain does it. Like it's hard. It was even hard just like trying to like do it, like knowing to do it. You know what I mean? But like it happened, and it's been happening a lot more recently. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah, she did it.
Do I have a brain tumor or something?
I don't.
Like, should I be? How concerned should I be about this?
It's not a tumor.
You know what I mean?
You know what I like? You know what I like saying? Whenever people are like stuttering or if they're saying something or like mumbling, like, and I'm like, what? And they're like, I'm like, are you having a fucking stroke right now? Like, what are you saying? Anyways, have you seen Kindergarten Cop?
No.
It's a movie where he's a cop and he teaches kindergarten and she's laughing for no reason. And he's played by Arnold, the bodybuilder. So he's big and buff as fuck, and he's going undercover as a cop, but he's teaching kindergarten. And then all the kids are like stupid kids, and he's like a stupid cop, and he doesn't know how to handle the kids. And then he's like yelling at the kids, and he's like, sit there and don't fucking move. And then they're all there. And then he's like, oh, and he's rubbing his head. And then they're like, what's wrong? And then he's like, my head hurts. And then one of the kids is like, maybe it's a tumor. And he's like, it's not a tumor, right? So anytime someone's like, my head hurts, they're like, maybe it's a tumor.
Yeah.
Anyways, who was it? There was some kid that I went to school with when I was in like middle school or something, where like we were all hanging out at PE one time, and he's like, yeah, my back was hurting over here. So I told my parents, like, I think I have a tumor. And we were all like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he was like, yeah, like in the movie. What fucking movie was it? Fuck, I don't remember. It was some movie where he was like, I think it was not Dallas Buyers Club. It's another movie. I think it's in the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen, and he has to go bald because he has cancer. You suck. Anyways,
bells are not ringing.
Anyways, this movie, he was like, yeah, in that movie his back hurt, and then he went to the doctor and he had a tumor, and he was just like,
so that's what it is.
Perfectly reasonable, right?
Every time.
That's just what happens.
Anyways. What should we be for Halloween?
I don't fucking know.
Is a point. Do you know?
I'll be Phineas, you be Ferb.
I don't think Candace.
I was gonna be like, you be Perry, I'll be the platypus.
Perry the platypus.
A platypus.
Oh yeah, I fucked that up.
A platypus.
See? Anyways, a platypus.
Perry
the platypus. No. If you guys have any ideas, comment. Well, it might be too late. Never mind. We don't want your ideas.
No, this will be out at the end of the week.
If you guys have any ideas, we still want them. Idiot. Comment and let us know.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't fucking know. Yeah, what?
Do you have anything else to do?
No, I don't have shit else to say.
Are you okay with ending the...
Yeah, we can just cut it there.
All right, guys.
This is a short episode today. But we're really busy and we're kind of traveling everywhere. And we have a lot going on.
And we're traveling everywhere. We have a lot going on. We're going to go see a Wet Leg later. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.
Wet Leg is a band.
Why'd you tell them?
You said we're going to go see a Wet Leg.
I know. That's why I was going.
That doesn't make sense. Anyways.
We'll see you later. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tell us your ideas for iconic siblings. Yeah.
Sibling Halloween ideas.
Iconic sibling Halloween ideas.
There's no iconic ones, and everybody would just do that. Anyways, nobody tells Celeste happy birthday in the group chat either. I'm just now realizing.
I told her.
You guys didn't say nothing either.
No, I texted her.
I don't believe you.
I texted her. Ah!